Top tip: if you leave your vehicle near a pub, people will just assume that you got rat-arsed and got a taxi home, and so they won't question it. I'm hoping that's the case anyway. Here we are in the North Yorkshire moors, as I like to call it, home. I've just come out on a bit of an impromptu day / night overnight hand solo thing. I don't know where I'm going to stay. I've been down here before and camped, hammock camped, but I'm going to try somewhere completely different. I've got no idea where I'm going, where I'll end up, what'll happen, so it should be fun, hopefully. I've got my DD hammock, but I haven't got any suspension on it, so I'm just going to use it on the deck like a bivvy and see if I don't freeze my dick off, because it's going to get to sort of -2, -3, so it'll test my kit, it'll test my winter gear, and it'll test my minerals. But I need some calories in me because I skipped breakfast this morning. There's quite a breeze on, so what I'm going to do is get down in this hole and have me something to eat. What I really like about these kind of expeditions, if you can call it that, is I don't know if I'm gonna get moved on, if I'm gonna get murdered and raped by an escaped nut job. I just don't know what's gonna happen. And that's the beauty of it. That's why I do it, just to keep me on my toes, really. You get to see some stunning stuff, like this sheep, look. Have you ever in your life seen such an arrogant looking sheep loading it up? Right, I've done a good few miles walking. Look at all that, just raw nature there. Look. No one's going to find me down there. I'm not going to get moved on, I know that. So I'm going to go ahead down there, drop down into the valley where it'll be a bit more sheltered from the wind, and I want to see if I can find, I really want to sleep in sort of a coniferous woodland just on the edge of one, so that I can still see the stars, but I've got the cover and the warmth of the pines on the trees, and there's plenty of that down there. There's quite a lot of larch as well, so there's quite a lot of bare pines. But the contrasting colours is just beautiful, it's amazing. A rich tapestry. Yes! And there we have a home away from home. Right, I'll quickly talk you through it, what we've got going on. I've just done a lean-to there. That should just keep the rain off if there is any. I've just doubled over my tarp, so it's sort of half a tarp. And this is just the DD travel hammock, but I've just put it on the floor and then just paracord each side up into the trees or the ridge line or whatever you want to do. Seating area, wool blanket, bit of an old tarp there just so that I can sit on that and sit here, and then when it's time for bed we'll get in here. And it's surprisingly spacious once you're in. I've got all my blanket and everything under there. I've got my Alp-Kit torch just on a carabiner, and then on a ridge line there. Pillows and everything, even fits my bag at the bottom. So there's plenty of room in there to sort of read and chill out later on. And this will be my view, look. Got myself a little fireplace. Built myself a nice little reflector wall. And just covered in the little bits with moss and sphagnum moss and stuff. And then a few stones around in that configuration so that I can just feed it from here, and I'll just still get all the heat. I've got my grill set up, I've got some twigs. It's my main bit of wood for this evening. I'll just prep that as a go. I don't need a lot, I'm not going to have a late one or anything, or a big fire, it's only small, just to do a spot of cooking on and whittle by or whatever I end up doing. And then I've got that as my main view. Splendiferous. So I've been bringing the wool blanket out with me quite a bit of late, and it's brilliant because I don't bring a coat out with me now. This keeps the top half of me really warm. You can put it under you, it's extra insulation. I mean, I don't have to preach to you about how good wool blankets are. The one annoying thing is though, is that this used to be green, like light lime green, and so I bought a load of Dylon dye, and I thought, right, I'll dye it, and I'll dye it brown. The packet said woodland brown, so I used 3 packets of it, and look at it, that ain't brown, is it? That isn't brown. That, I mean, I'll never know what it looks like, but that's what I imagine Barney the dinosaur's bell end to look like. You don't get more, it's just purple. Anyway, anyhow, what I do is just get it round me like that, like a big hippie. Hey, up the wolves are coming. Get a hood, so your hood's down like that, and then really simple stone, pebble, cord, pebble behind both sides, and then you just smash a whatever you want sort of knot round there. There. So that's tied on like that. Then you don't have to pierce it with anything. It keeps it intact, you see. And then you can just wrap that around you and you're good to go around the fire like an old school Robin Hood type of a character. Or if you want to be a bit more mobile, you just get the bottom bits and you just tie them off like this around the bottom, and then that just keeps, there you go, There. That just keeps all the heat in, so you don't get any drafts up in you. Like one of them lads with arrows and that. See, and you've even got a hoodie for when it gets, well, it's obviously around your neck and that, but then go over your head, up over head. Nice little hoodie. You look like a right tosser. Look at me. Look at state of it. Brown, they said. Woodland brown. The giant. Look, I look like a bell end running through woods. Frodo Baggins. Purple Frodo. So yeah, the wool blanket. A permanent part of my kit. Right, I'm gonna have a little blast with the catty. Target practice. We'll try not to annihilate the camera. In fact, I'll tuck this bit in. Not bad. There you go. For tea we've got rack of lamb on herby rice and garnished with a bit of foraged wood sorrel. Look at that. It's like a little meat lolly. Oh no. No, no, no. Oh man. And in the wood sorrel you just get a little hit of lemon. That's so good. So good. Right. I'm going to enjoy my tea as the sun peppers its way through the trees. And then I'm going to leave this fire. I'm going to take you and we're going to try and hike up that hill and we'll see if we can't get some views, some after dinner views. Put the effort in, the rewards are there. Right, I'm off up there. See if we can get some views. I've just took one of my rocket pouches off. Put my brew kit in there. Gonna go and have a brew. Whew. We found the sun anyway. Let's just keep chasing it. You can have a fire in there and it comes up here and create like a chimney. Saw that way down, thought it was pretty cool. Yes. Yes, look at it. Oh, I made it. I'm going to quickly set this up for a quick time lapse, but I made it. I'm right down in this valley where I'm camping. But this is the best seat in the house. Let's get you guys set up for a time lapse then. I'll just dress up as a bit of heather and get my chill on, get my brew on. Yeah. I'm toasty warm, like, got this. I don't know if I've mentioned my wool blanket yet. I've got a wool blanket. Purple wool blanket. And it's mint. If you ain't got one, get one. That's my little... I don't even need a yoke to turn it into a doubler, just get one and then fasten the straps together. Makes a little carry handle and put all your bits and bats in there. Yeah, so I'm warm because I've just got this wool blanket, keeps you so warm. I've got my wool mitts on, merino wool leg. I'm practically a sheep. I do like coming out with other people because it's good, because you can have a good slurp and have a good laugh, but coming out on your own, there's something special about it. Something really calming, and the day after, instead of having like a hangover, you just have a feeling of accomplishment, like you've done something. You've done something really good, and the day after it, your bed is always that bit more comfier, and the fact that you can just turn your tap on and get water is that much more convenient. You take things that you take for granted, you appreciate again, and that's part of the reason why I do it, why I like to come out. Bonjour. Get the fire stoked up and then just chill into the night. So the fire's just The heat is just kicking off that reflector wall straight back into my lean-to. Really snug, really warm. So that'll be it then. That'll be it for today. Unless something fantastic happens in the night or for the next few hours while I'm chilling. Might go and have a little walk out into the clearing later and take some photos of the stars. Morning glampers. Slept like a log. Right, I'm gonna get myself a brew on, a Hebrew, and make my way back out of here. And there's our camp. Done. Leave only memories. I can just see the sun poking its head out. Just as I got out of that woodland there, you can see all the frost. So it got down to about -2, -3. I was on the precipice really. I was cold. I was cold at times, but then just tired as well, so I was just on the edge. Perfect. So I know my winter kit down to the degree. It's quite a trek out now. Let's do this. Right. That's me done. So for those of you out there that thought I was, you know, too cool, too good looking, too awesome to use a handkerchief, don't judge a book by its cover, yeah? There you go. Beautiful. I had a beautiful time. My batteries are running out. It was freezing cold, but I've got my winter kit down to a T, so I didn't feel a thing. It was brilliant. And I'm just going to skip off into the sunrise. That was harder than it should have been.